Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to day 31 of Journal in January. Now in this episode we've finished our journal, we've finished making it, but we'll just need to tidy it up a little bit. Our journal is really thick now and this is actually closed on the desk. You can see all those gorgeous pages, and all through January we've made a page a day. We've got 28 pages. And I'd just like to say thank you for following me so far. So in this episode we're just going to go through it and check that we've got everything where we want it to be. We need to add some page numbers. We've got some pages to take out at the back and just a bit of general tidying up. Because at the end of the day, when you finish making a project, if it's a project that's as big as this, then you want to be able to spend 5-10 minutes just having a look at it, making sure that you're happy with it. Especially if you're giving it away. Now personally, I'm not giving this away, but I will be showing my friends it, so I want to make sure that, you know, they enjoy looking at it. Now my front page, you might have seen that I've had this piece, as we've been going on, I've had this piece of wax paper, just to protect it, because I've put the Nouveau drops on it, and I didn't want them to sort of not squash or anything because they're totally dry, but I just wanted to protect it a little bit as I was opening the book and we were making the pages. So I'm keeping that there for now. Now my front page I'm leaving blank. I know we said we'd come back to this, but I'm actually going to leave this blank. I might add a personal label in there, but for the now I'm just going to leave that blank. So this was our first page. Now what I've done is, as we go through, I'm going to add the page numbers. I've stamped onto cardstock, which was the same paper that we removed from the journal, and then I've stamped the numbers 1 to 28. I've wrote the word page on them. I don't know if you can see that. And then I've cut out, I haven't die cut at all, I'm sorry, I've used a punch to punch out the circles, and then I've punched out a slightly larger circle from one of the papers from the Griffin Rose Designer collection. I've put them all through the Xyron machine, and what I'm going to do is I am simply going to add the page numbers through the journal. Now, lucky for you, I'm not going to make you sit and watch this, because you might get a little bit fed up if you just sat watching me add page numbers. I'm going to try and add them all in this corner to the bottom, because as we go through the journal, then it's kind of consistent. If I find that there's something in the way or something I don't want to cover, I will look for somewhere on the page, a better area maybe. So I shall do the rest of those off camera, but I just wanted to show you how I made them. Well, tell you how I've made them. Now next, as we're flicking through our pages, I just want to check that everything is in the right place, nothing's moved, nothing needs any extra adhesive. If I wanted to add something, now would be the time. And there is one particular page that I want to go back to. So I'm just flicking through. Now, you see, as we've come across that, that could do with a little bit more adhesive. So I can add, I'll use my tape runner for that. And I'm just going to turn the journal. There we go. And that's the type of thing you're looking for. So that's perfect. And just go through it page by page to check that everything's in place and not falling off, or the glue's dried up and it's not stuck properly. And you can see just how far we've come from the very beginning when we started, and we made some quite basic pages And it's just, you know, we've used some brilliant techniques and just to keep our journal alive, as it were, and to keep the memories alive. So this is the page. Okay, so what I did when we were filming this, I made 4 of the dots, and I just used the same process that we used to make the page numbers. I used a punch to punch a circle, and then a punch to make a slightly larger circle, and then I used Glossy Accents. I made 4 of them, and they were to go on this picture. But then I changed my mind as we were filming, and I put them on the put one on the envelope because I thought it looked great. But I want to take that away from the envelope and add it to the photo to make that into the 4 embellishments. And I've actually made some extra ones. So we're going to add these. All I've done, again, punch the circles and use Glossy Accents. I've just made them slightly smaller than they were for the other page. And I'm simply adding them to the envelopes. Because as I made it, I thought I knew I had to come back to just tweak that. And I think that's the beauty of when you're making it for yourself, you can do that. Now that looks different again for that page. It's just brightened it up and made those envelopes stand out. So we can carry on going through, checking we've got everything and everything's stuck down nicely. Our beautiful butterfly page. The colours on that, wow. And our last page, the page we did yesterday, our vellum page. Okay, so we've been through it. Everything looks fine to me. I've just got the page numbers to add. I'll do those off air. So we've got some pages here left. Now these, you can either leave those in your book or you can take them out. I'm going to take mine out. Now what I did was, when we started, I didn't know how many of the pages that we needed. So I added lots of the tabs. The washi tape won't waste. You'll be able to peel that off and use it on something else. Now I'm going to take these pages out, and the very last page has got a pocket in. So I'm going to add, I've got a couple of postcards and bits and pieces I'm going to add in there so they won't get lost. And that really is our journal that's going to be completely finished the next time that you see it. So I know today's is kind of like you're not learning anything, I'm not showing you anything, but for the page numbers and just to be able to double check what you've created, I think it's nice to have that little bit of time just to be able to go through it, because so many times you make a card or you make something and you sit back, you think, oh, finished, that's it, and you go on to the next thing. So, but for this, because it's been quite a large, it's been quite a large part of my life for January, it's nice to be able to go back and check that everything does look great and I'm happy with it. So the next time you see this, we'll be going page to page of a review, and I just hope you've enjoyed seeing it. And now you're going to see the finished article, as it were, the finished journal, and we'll be able to go page to page and look at the processes that we've used. And I just hope you've enjoyed it as much as I do. I'm looking forward to seeing your journals, so please don't be frightened to share them because they're your memories. And I hope if you've not taken anything other away from this, apart from the fact that you can do this, and it doesn't matter what memory you use, that's the beauty of it. It's because it's yours. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to create now. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in a few minutes for the full review. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you shortly.